GX, engage, engage, engage. You have Rel, Vi, Rumble. You want to find squishy targets and engage onto them and just lock them down under the equalizer. Meanwhile, SK also getting a good gnar onto Oscarina there, knocks him away from the wave, gets the push out.
He's got magic hands. Yeah. That's all I can say. As the of taking away contestable objectives in the form of the Scuttle Crab, as Slowq looks for the miasma. Flash in, taunt from Mickey. There's the petrifying gaze as well. Jackie's able to dodge away from the sun flag, and Drag Skeens puts the short one down as Jackie's almost burning. Slowq flashes and gets the twin fangs. Isma will answer with one of his own. As here comes the cataclysm from Skeens. That Scuttle Crab getting him the level 6. There's no escape for the Vi as Mickey claims his first of the game.
For a long time. Does end up getting hit by the Casio Q, and I think it's a little bit greedy by him. If he flashes that Casio Q, I think he's just out just fine. But also good punish here. It's not really about the kill. I think Mickey just really wanted to get the flash.
Giant X to think about playing around the next one, and because of that, get Ismalo, force out Jun's flash.
I mean, Giant X wanted to kind of take that fight because they were 3 versus 2. That was just Skeens and Mickey in the river initially. But with the Mickey W and Skeens being social as hands.
I mean, he right-clicked back and forth, man. I would give him some credit for it, but I don't know the hands had to be that good as Skeens comes in with a cataclysm. And Jackie's is buried in its 4 walls. Who stay around will die. Mickey has to flash away. It's only going to be a couple of plates, it seems, for Slowq, and should be a full tower over to Giant X.
And it's a classic play. When you get free grubs, make the map smaller.
Yeah.
If you have free grubs,
SK do not want to contest this, and Giant X will happily take that prize.
I mean, this was a trade from SK that they chose. They could have recalled, be first on the Dragon, but they really wanted this Rift Herald. So now they really got to make sure they get some leverage out of this Rift Herald. You see already Wunder opening behind Slowq on the side lane. They want to make an aggressive play topside as Skeens.
Cataclysm down onto Oscarina, but you can see immediately Isma's coming across, and Skeens is the one that has to flash away. Oscar had no flash. Wunder now trying to keep Oscarina away from his turret, which will fall to a couple of auto attacks out of Wunder. The tower in mid lane going down as well. So SK do get 2 of those big objectives out of this. Yoppa having to back away of the map. Mickey here trying to protect Wunder, who's about to go Mega Gnar. Now sees there's 4 members of Giant X in the vicinity.
I think they can hold this though. Wunder is so close to Mega. I think it's really difficult to dive this for GX. They're trying very desperately though.
Equalizer down. Bolt Breaker, Flash, Magnet Storm, they're diving onto Wunder, cease and desist there for the follow-up, and they get 1 out of it. Mickey unable to find anyone with a taunt as well as Giant X finding 2 great kills on the top side with a 5-man dive.
I mean, sure, you get 2 kills, but look at the rest of the map. Casio pushing in bot, Yoppa and Skeens pushing down mid. They committed everything for this. They didn't even have a wave to play on. They sent 5-man, adamant that Wunder and Mickey had to go down, but in the end, I still think SK might come out of that play on top of gold.
And they get a charge from the Rift Node on mid-inhib as well. Top lane tower about to fall to Oscarina, and he's the only one with the gold lead now for Giant X. About 600 gold ahead, but Yoppa continues to keep that. Skeens steps in here, Oscarina around the corner. They don't know that Isma's waiting. Slowq has to flash away. TP's coming out from SK as Mickey joins the fight. Oscarina goes over here. A Magnet Storm is big. A good gnar from Wunder. Petrifying Gates coming out as well as Yoppa begins to open up, and he's going to get cut down by the Unleashed Power, forced out of it. Wunder still trying to chase Oscarina, who somehow is still alive. A 1-for-1 exchange so far with Isma and Mickey falling. Blackhead able to get to the blast gun. Wunder trying to flash over this Drake. Play for the mid lane tower and for plates at least off top lane.
GX not confident enough yet to go for the 5-on-5 fights. Getting that early Dragon really gave them 5 more minutes to scale up and really get their comp online. All those big ultimates, Cease and Desist, Equalizer, Magnet Storm, all those spells are so dangerous for GX, for SK.
Overheated can do a huge amount of work. The gold lead decreased to about 1,000 in advantage for SK. Culling onto Yoppa forces him away from the tower, and this will be a tier 1 for Giant X. Equalizes the turret score by his Bloom. SK now will pass down here, knowing that there's a member of Giant X in the area.
The Rabbit's very dark, they don't see anything right now.
And Mickey's not with them, so they can't put vision down because they don't have the wards coming out from Mickey. Now Mickey on the flank onto Jun. Equalizer down, Skeens flashes away. Slowq with a good petrifying gaze as Yoppa begins to open up. The Miasma down as well. Double stopwatch. Mickey and Jun fighting off towards the top side. Yoppa really putting the damage down. Stan United coming out onto Slowq as Mickey saves him. Skeens tries to dash in. Wunder looking for the damage as well, but they can't quite get it. The Dragon already down to 1.4k smited. Giant executing for the 4-man gnar from the old man in the top lane. SK's luck has not run out as Isma and Blackhead try and revitalize the play, but Yoppa has something else to say.
And then the re-engage when they're all down.
And away. Anyone but Jackie's for Giant X. SK2 are lacking that summoner spell apart from Mickey. Mickey, for most of that fight, was occupied with Jonas there. The equalizer, the Cataclysm down with an equalizer follow-up, but Oscar in and has no way out of the cage. And he is burnt where he stands. SK take out the enemy top, and now are looking towards the Baron once again.
And that's what happens when you play a really slow game of League of Legends. You always have your flash. The Jarvan isn't really a threat. But when an explosive fight like that happens and all the flashes are down, if you relax for just a moment and walk up, you are caught to the Jarvan Cataclysm. You need to respect that. And I think Skeens has had a quite quiet game so far, but the moment all those flashes are down, that's when it strikes and catches Oscar out guard, and it might be the Baron for SK.
Baron already down to half HP.
Look at
looking for that
flank
onto Isma, just going to try and stop him from getting into the pit here. Baron going to be secured by SK. Mickey is ceased and desists and dead because of it, but Mickey does his job and distracts Giant X for long enough for the Baron to be taken. SK should all be able to get out. They'll walk out as 3 at least. Yoppa does finish his recall with an Infinity Edge now complete on that Corki. Giant X using the fact that the resets have to come out from SK to chip away at this mid lane tower. And they should be able to raise the whole thing before SK can answer.
I don't think Mickey had to die there. I think he's just looking for the love of the game.
There's still no culling, there's still no cease and desist, right? Like SK, as much as Mickey probably didn't need to die there, he did get 2 big ultimates out. And if SK had pulled the trigger rapidly, they would have been able to use that fact to their advantage. Those are coming back off soon, as SK have a big minion wave here on the top side to continue to push in. Meanwhile, in mid, Wonder actually the target for Giant X. Isma on the flank. Wonder, as soon as he goes mini, is going to be a jump onto him. Vault Breaker in. Wonder with the Gnar only gets 1 stun. Leaks across the wall. Equalizer down. Blast Cone there. The Vault Breaker again. Wonder will get the Blast Cone, but will be blasted back to the fountain. SK don't even take the inhibitor tower. Good play from Giant X.
Yeah, it's a sloppy setup from SK Gaming here. Mickey dying first. Now might get chased down by the equalizer, or I mean the harpoons,
yeah.
I mean.
Slowed down with the harpoons. Shadow dashes away. Isma dives into the backline. Magnus still coming out as well. The flash sequences onto the backline. It's all going pear-shaped for SK. It's all on slow queue. He needs to take a couple, but a good stopwatch from Oscar Inin stops the venom from seeping through his veins. And Giant X of a Baron play. As you were taking the Baron, everything just slowed up for SK. And we've talked about the scaling from Giant X. It works well for them as Wonder's going to TP in here. Still only in mini now. Jun half HP. Mickey the same. Equalizer Cataclysm down. Skeens gets the flashes out. Wonder trying to step forward, building up that Gnar bar. Isma coming back in onto Slowku, who uses his hourglass. Wonder trying to get to Mega Gnar, but can't get there in time as he falls. Meanwhile, in the midst of SK, there's an Isma on the Vi. Yoppa needs the auto. Yoppa flashes in the cannons. The missiles not enough to get the chase onto the rest of Giant X, but with SK and, well, SK's jungler's alive, Giant X's jungler is dead. This should be Soul.
I mean, that is the soul. Yeah. That is the soul for SK, and I think they felt the pressure. They felt like they need to fight now. Sure, they threw 1 time, but they were still strong. And I think they were really adamant about fighting this dragon, and I love how hard they committed to it. Look how, he's a mini Gnar, by the way.
Okay, we're back. Out with Cataclysm, no flash on him. Slowku here for the follow-up as well, and those twin fangs are hurting. Petrifying Gaze stopped by the stopwatch, but Mickey's here for a taunt. And Oscar in will still die. 420 gold blazing that rumble down. SK now can look to continue to push in. Giant X trying to react, but Blackhead is currently backing and going to pick up his last Whisper upgrade.
It's the second death from Oscar this game, dying to the Jarvan. They're isolated. You have to be more careful. Yeah. But I think another really big thing is that we talked about this teamfight comp of GX, but it also relies on them layering their damage on their CC. I think the equalizers haven't really been comboed with the Magnus Storm or the Season Assist yet, and they really need to be more synchronized in this fight, because they can still win this fight.
Isn't trying to get in. Vault Breaker's blocked by Mickey. Great taunt, as you say. SK will try and get out with all 5 alive this time.
He's getting that chunked, but as you see, jungle goal is very balanced. He's healing up very fast.
Puts down the flag. Wonder gets the red buff. Just gone mini Gnar.
And now Wonder, you see they're all showing here. Now you can walk up mid and play as aggressive as you want.
Oh, never mind. Vault Breaker cease and desist. The mini Gnar still there for Wonder. He manages to
GX
escape.
To hold this siege.
It's spotted on vision as he walks around the corner there. Both these inhibitor towers down to about 500 HP apiece. Wonder just shepherding the cannon minion there to do the work, and that will be the inhib tower in mid gone down.
Way better from SK this time.
At the same time this time as the Magnus comes in. It's 4-man. Mickey tries to dash in with the taunt. Skeens there for the follow-up, and they manage to get 1, but Jackie's is the only one down so far as the Petrifying Gaze comes out. Blackhead untouched. It's all on Wonder. Gets the Gnar, doesn't get the stun. Skeens with the flag and drag flash. Manages to catch out Blackhead as Slowku survives through it all somehow. Giant X still have 3 alive. They can chase a little bit.
SK as well.
Elder Drake up. SK, first one's on it. Flacker just respawning, coming out of base right now. Has those home guards, death guards to try and get in. Mickey, oh, Pedro gaze across the wall. Jun was unaware that there was a snake hiding in the grass, and Slowq gets the killing spree. Akalingo gets out, Schemes the equalizer down, as well as Mickey's forced away by Jackie's unleashed power use.
It's so awkward. There's no pressure. Okay, the Yeeks right now. They know they can just wait for the dragon to go low. There's nothing that's gonna happen here.
Mickey. Bolt Breaker chases him down. Wonder looks for the dash across the wall. Miasma down notch. Jackie's who uses the stopwatch, and Wonder is ready for the Nah. Jackie's with a good flash. Oscar in and stunned against the wall though as Joppa begins to open up. Dashes forward. Jun here in time to get the CC, but not to save his AD. Carrying unleashed power. Joppa still opening up. Jun's gonna fall as well as SK. Clean up the fight. They force Isma away. Joppa with a double. A dash out, a Bolt Breaker from Isma, but I'm not sure he's going to find a way to pick the lock of this game as SK are marching down mid.
I mean, Joppa. The way this man is developing is just incredible. Stepping up here in the late game for SK, clutches that fight. Oscar, you can try to wave clear. You can try to clear this wave however you want to, but you will go down, and I mean, that is definitely going to be the game for SK Gaming.
So often in spring, Joppa was a shining light of this team, and here, in game one of this best of three, it is on his back alongside.
Still gets pushed in early game though. And I talked about Skeens needing to have options, either deep dive in fights or strong side laners. Right now, they should have expected this.
One down, Jun walking in, Mickey on his way across, flash away from the shield of Daybreak. Wonder, the kill just in time. Oscar in still gets the kill. Jun is going to tank too many tower shots. He will fall, but it's an execute. Well played all round by Giant X in the end, but now the fear from Skeens as he joins the party. Oscar in force, low, good Ruthless Predator there for the Sunwind becomes lightning as well as Skeens. Tries to flash in, tries to survive, gets him with a Dustbringer. Isma will be able to dash forward with the audacious charge and make it a 2-for-1 on top side.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna wait. We finally made E goes a little bit wide. Jack is all in, so.
And the pop voice, Flacker caught out with a piercing arrow, stunned down from the gravity field, and now Mickey, there's the Zenith Blade follow-up. Mickey has nowhere near enough tenacity to survive the damage that comes out of Jun and Flacker.
That was an oopsie. Yeah, I mean, yeah, a very ambitious combo in from Mickey there, just gets punished. It's so difficult to combo in against Leona just because she can just run you down. If you, in the past, you could go face rush in this matchup and just combo in, run out, and kind of get away from Leona, but when it's now Storm Raider Surge, you don't do the damage to get that threshold on Alistar.
I'm playing Storm Surge Alistar with Storm Raider Surge, so I can get the damage and run away. First Drake of the game goes over to Giant X.
This is the game for him to really shine. He has so many options now, has that Solar Flare he can play with in teamfights, or the Crescent Guard. Silas.
You really fight this if you're SK. Mickey's looking, Realm Warp, they're going to try and chase in. Paranoia out, Slowq unable to get there in time. Joppa having to flash, Mickey with a good headbutt pulverize, but Joppa is the key target. Now Skeens in the middle of three members of Giant X. Isma puts down the Crescent Guard. A great abscond abduct in from Slowq, but he's not there in time. Crescent Guard comes out from him as well. He hijacks it away. He tries to hijack Oscar in his life, but Oscar flashes. Mickey still finds him. Now Slowq caught out by three of Giant X, and Joppa all on his lonesome. Almost kills Isma, but Isma heals just in time for Giant X to totally clean up the fight.
Not Slowq is really far away, spotted out by the Duskbringer.
Mickey still only level 5, needs this wave to hit that level 6, needs another minion. Solar Flare going down, there's Paranoia follow-up. Mickey looking for the knock-up, but Joppa still just isolated from the team. Jun tanks it well, Isma will die. 2-for-1 so far as Flacker takes a tower shot. Slowq on the chase. Slash available. Slowq needs to find Flacker, but Flacker still has a flash of his own, and because he is not in range.
He's fighting in the top lane here. All trolls traded between the Mundo and Renekton. That Chains of Corruption onto Xingqiao really was the nail in the coffin there for GX during that dive.
Well, it just splits the fight, right? It's like, hey, you want to deal with the damage dealer? Come down here. You want to deal with our tanks? You have to be up on the top side.
It's a low barrier of entry, I think. You can pick up a paddle and you can have a good time
as
very
opposed
easily.
to golf, which has a high barrier to entry, which is the traditional businessman sport, right?
Yes.
Slowq here, going to get dived. Dominus coming out from Oscar as they look for the chase. Slowq steals away the Dominus himself, but Oscar is tanky enough to tank that well. After a long time, Giant X picking up a lot of gold on the map right now.
Yeah, well, we talked about paddle. I think Giant X control over the game just expands. Look at the vision they have been putting down here in the enemy jungle. 15 minutes. It's a very lovely place to be in, but now Jackie's has the Paranoia.
Yeah, TP out from Slowq as well. They look for the fear hit to stop the Realm Warp, but it doesn't come off in time. Realm Warp just in time there from Jackie's, gets him out of dodge.
Good reaction there by Jack.
Yeah, the problem is the map becomes smaller and smaller for SK as Giant X have more of these towers down. Rifthold has been taken as well. Isma has that in his pocket, can use that for the mid lane prior. As they jump on the jump, but you see how little damage there is.
Tanky.
Immediate TP into the Zenith blade. Slowsku's going to steal away the Realm Warp. Mickey caught in the slow of the Solar Flare. Isma dashing across the wall. Mickey trying to get into the edge of the Realm Warp, but can't get close enough. As Giant X all collapse and manage to pick up the kill. This will be their sole point for them as well. And SK unlikely to contest. Chain of Corruption going wide. Arcane Storm down. Paranoia. They're diving onto Flacken, forced to flash and use the heal to get away. Jun topping up his health bar. As with the Rift Herald down, this charge should be another turret over to Giant X.
Pretty cocky by Flacken to walk up there against the Varus. Just if that Chain of Corruption lands, he's just dead there, but manages to dodge it with his feet and gets out with just his flash. Still, kill for GX, Dragon for GX. Clock is ticking. Sorry, not Dragon for GX. I haven't actually taken it.
Isma's going for it now.
Yeah.
But there were resets coming out from Jun and from Flackhead. Isma is just going to do this by himself.
Wunder has TP. Could get down here, get down and dirty with it, but Skis is basing. I think they're giving this Dragon.
Yep.
Really trying to fight the next one because time is still on SK's side, but it's going to need a lot of it to really get activated into this game. Slowq has really struggled, I think, to find an impact this game. Now, up against Renekton on the side, it's not a fun matchup to be in.
I think he's going to struggle even more now as the chase comes in. TP from Wunder, though, as Slowq with that dominance stolen away. The Solar Flare used as well. Oscar in trading onto Mickey, who's so low immediately. Wunder in the middle of 4, tries to flash away. Maximum dosage ticking on him for that heal. Jackie's forces Yopper out towards the top side as Wunder falls now. And yeah, SK look to make a play. And immediately the reactions from Giant X were enough to win it out. They just have too much gold, really, in their pockets. They have too big of a crocodile. Rise is too big. Skeens is going in with the Paranoia. This is a choice, and not a good one.
Gonna let that marinate for a bit.
Yeah.
Really snowballing his game on his Renekton. I think he's doing a good job so far on this game in this matchup.
Very much being on the strong side, and now he's chasing Wunder out. Maximum dosage exchange for the Dominus. Oscar in with more damage over the prolonged fight as Wunder tries to walk back towards the minion wave. Oscar flashes for it, has the Fill Fury. Ruthless Predator for the stun, slices, dices, and dissects.
Baron set up that SK couldn't do first game in their first attempt.
I mean, at the moment it's looking solid. Jun there as the body blocker for Skeens. Oscar chasing Slowq away towards the top side. Jun looks for the Zenith. They couldn't find it. Slowq has to flash away from the croc as Skeens tries to get in. Mickey knocks him back. Control ward in the back of the pit. Paranoia out.
Wait, Isma flashed out.
Isma did flash out, but the Baron's still healthy enough. But for now, in the middle of the Crescent Guard, never mind. Never mind. Everyone can throw. Giant X from 7k ahead, make an awful Baron call, but Mickey donates one back. A Solar Flare stolen away by Slowq as Wunder begins to step up, and now Black is dead, and Yopper begins to open up. Oscar in slicing through them with the Dominus is healing up. Hit with a piercing arrow, Slowq takes the bounty. Oh, it's all gone sideways, and that picture that you wanted to paint becomes paint by numbers as Giant X just walk themselves into death. Hello. Yeah, Giotto. I know that reaction right there. That was poor. It will be sold for Giant X. Chem sold for them. It's good. It's not the most impactful soul in the world, as Mickey did have Smite and was looking to blast going in and smite that away.
Yeah, I'm sure he did. Well, it answered my question. Can GX execute a clean Baron play? And the answer so far has been no. Mickey...
How many cows have had to die this game?
This is a very exquisite flank stake, man. You wouldn't get it.
I forgot about the flank stake. You're 100% right, man. The marbling on this from Mickey.
God, and fat is just rendered now. Is this teeping up? He's hex flashing.
He's trying to hex flash underneath the tower to execute, but Jackie just walks up to him. Man, that was raw.
Yeah.
It was not great.
That was blue. As Isma, hungry for crab.
There's enough animals in this game. We can make a whole smorgasbord of delectable deliciousness. As now with a man advantage, Giant X will go for another Baron.
Yeah.
This time it's Jun and Oscar in it. Put to the job of distracting and oh, Oscar in failed his slice over the wall. Oscar in into Chain of Corruption. The damage coming out onto Slowq is not enough. Oscar's down. Paranoia being used as well. Does not Giant X just train how to do Barons. Oh, Mickey's going to get the knockback onto Isma the Baron, the target for SK. SK will steal it under Giant X's very noses. Okay. Okay. Thing you do often see.
Does get with bonus HP though, so it will eventually,
It will
as it
stack up
buys more
quicker,
HP,
yeah.
it will still give bigger stacks. But Joppa now, 3 items on the Varus, has once again been the shining light for SK. I think his damage in all these team fights
had a really solid performance here on the Silas. Very slow start, did have some struggles, but the hijacked ultimates in the last couple of fights have been fight-defining. That Solar Flare in the first Baron fight really did change things.
I'm really happy he's going towards Solar Flare more and more now. I think in the early Crescent Guards didn't really find the mark, but now...
Well, this time a Crescent Guard might be better. Realm Warp forward from Jackies. Wind Becomes Lightning doesn't hit, and Slowq is able to dash away with the Rocket Belt and the Abscond Abduct. The rest of SK on their way across. Giant X have lost 5k in the last couple of minutes, and they're going to lose a little bit more. Solar Flare down onto Skeens, but Jun having to flash away here. Skeens falling low as Oscar in and tries to get onto Yoppa. The exhaust down is there for the chase. Never mind, it's SK's turn to throw it all away. Should have been practicing their paddle, and instead they were practicing some baseball with those throws. Giant X find 2. This Baron entirely delayed by those couple of picks, meaning that SK only get about 1,000 gold out of that Baron play.
I mean, I respect trying to pick someone off. I respect going for the aggressive play.
Sure.
But there are better targets than the Protoplasm Harness, Leona with Chemtech Soul.
Would you say Mundo is a better target? Because right now, that's what Giant X are trying to do. And Wonder, without many resistances, is already down to half HP. Hasn't used the maximum dosage, now pops it as he tries to get away, gets a single clank, 48 stacks on the Heartsteel. Slowq steals away the Dominus, forces Oscar to slice out. Continues to push. Mickey and Slowq are looking for Jackies and now have been separated from the rest of the team, and Jun can just look for the engage. Slowq walks straight into it. Crescent Guard used this, Solar Flare then to play it forward as well. Oscar in and dives onto Yoppa, and he needs Skeens to keep him safe. Oscar in and going forward, Slowq with a flash, Abscond Abduct. Oscar in and falling low, and he's going to be the first up of the fight. Meanwhile, Mickey keeping the rest of Giant X occupied. Jackie's still untouched, Blackhead's still untouched, but Slowq wants to change that. Mickey with a knockback onto Isma, gravity field down, Slowq dashes out of it. Meanwhile, the re-engage, Crescent Guard from Isma, dives onto Slowq, Jackie's dominating, Jackie's still full health, full mana, able to open up in the fight. Wonder gonna...
doesn't have the damage to do it by himself when Skeens is there to heal. And here Slowq fought to get accelerate the play, but going in here, you have the Sonias, but you still just get rooted by the Rise. And despite Jackie's that fight, he still has so much damage, he can just kill Slowq.
Giant X are just immediately going to the Baron here, thinking that SK will go for the Elder. The Baron a longer, a better buff in terms of pushing power, but the Elder obviously gives you that combat damage. There's the Baron going down, the Elder only at 1.5k. Oscar in trying to get into TP out from Slowq as he looks for the flank. The Realm Warp forward as Jackies and Blackhead are trying to get closer to this.
But Isma missed the
Isma was not in the Realm Warp, 7k on the Elder. Dominus going in as they look for the damage. The Elder down to 2k. It's secured by Mickey! Mickey gets it, and now SK really needs to take the fight. Wonder trying to be on that front line. No maximum dosage for him. Doesn't have the ultimate. Crescent Guard coming out from Isma as well as he is able to walk away. A 1-for-0 exchange in favor of SK. They get really want to force the tempo over these next couple of minutes. At least take a tier 2. Pushing into Baron is difficult. Wonder level 19, Wind Becomes Lightning will chase him down. Wonder trying to trade onto Isma, who does have the Crescent Guard back. Dominus out from Oscar with a maximum dosage used by Wonder as he tries to walk out of this one. Meanwhile, SK are pushing through bot side, but they don't have a mid-wave. Solar Flare gets the slow onto Wonder once again as he tries to flash away, but he won't escape the clutches of Giant X, and he doesn't have the damage to utilize that Elder. GX put 4 on the top side and give up bot side tier 2.
Yeah, that's 3 Heartsteel stacks.
True.
We take those. We take those.
287 now. This guy is farming. Yeah. Farming the clonks.
A little bit greedy there by the Mundo. I think he's a little bit overzealous. I do question his buy of...
And Wonder, though, still scaling up. Level 19.
Let's see where he takes that.
Baron expires off this wave. 5 seconds left. Giant X will get a tier 2 out of it. Yoppa is pushing through topside. Giant X might continue the push in here. Mickey finishing a recall, decides against it. Has the Knight's Vow, but that's on Yoppa, and he's not in the fight yet. Now he recalls. He'll be back here and have to keep our eyes on, that we have to be aware of.
Oh, look here, Joppa being caught out here. Peyz alone.
No more in. It's Isma as he looks for the Crescent Guard knockback. Does get it only onto Mickey. Wonder's distracting the rest of Giant X. Mickey gets a knockback, and Isma deep in, has that Guardian Angel. Solar Flare hits onto Jun. Isma flashing away, but Slowq is there for the Abscond Abduct follow-up. Oscar in and now dives onto Yoppa, who cleanses away from it. Isma falling low, but Slowq's the first to go down as Wonder begins to open up on the backside of the fight. Mickey goes down as well. SK unable to find anything out of this fight. That Chem Soul doing so much work for Giant X. Wonder will get to the blast cone and blast off to safety. But to infinity and beyond at the moment, not paying off for SK. Jackie's with the ghost forward. Skeen's going to have to use that Shroud of Darkness, that spell shield, to avoid the Rune Prism, but Jackie's can just chase him down further.
Oh no, that's the worst sequence.
Cone as he hits the GA. Jackie splashes the wall and down goes Skeen. Jackie's has nothing left to purchase in this game. On the other side, Slowq still only sitting at 4 completed items, just finished his Void Staff. Yoppa is full, almost full build, still has that Dormant's Helm. There's the Realm Warp to mid, everyone gets in it this time. The Elder not really started by SK, Yoppa's seeing.
Look at Mickey. Mickey on the flank. Is the man to watch right now, will be marked by Oscarinian. No, doesn't get spotted.
Not quite. Flackett is going to be the one to step in, puts a control ward down. The Elder down to 10k. Mickey looking for that flank, Slowq looking for the same. Wonder that frontline paranoia coming out. Slowq tries to dive in, but Jackie's keeps him at bay. Mickey going forward. The Elder down to 2k. They need the smite. It's Skeens that gets it, and now Oscarinian is way too deep. The Elder secured for SK and Giant X. All hail the retreat. The question is, can SK close the gap? A good gravity field coming out from Flackett. Wonder still on the chase. Flash! He eats the cleaver, and Jackie's, for the first time this game, is going to fall after doing so much work. The Elder has the final say. Wonder has outscaled and manages to survive
Third
the
Elder, I think, this game, unless someone really gets caught. Now, Skeens, you have the paranoia up quite soon.
But he's at Wolves, dude. Like, he's not coming anywhere near this.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to end now, but this is really where you can actually make use of that ultimate with people pushing out on side waves, catching people.
I think we were both very worried that Slowq was going to hit that Abscond.
I don't think you wanted that to hit Slowq. Jesus Christ. My heart just skipped a beat.
Nah, it's fine, mate. He has flash, he has teleport. The ping is Elder.
Jack is going to ult them to Baron here, though. That is one of your options. You think they're all going towards the Elder.
Can you do that if Wonder just walks across? Wonder can just walk across here, no? And you've got Paranoia from Skeens. He can do a little bit of the Elder by himself.
Yeah,
now
okay,
he
be careful, Aldo. You can't walk in too much here.
TP, Realm Walk in, Mickey with a double knock-up, Skeens with the Paranoia. They'll knock them back into Wonder. A Solar Flare is going to hit, but Yoppa, the target with his Predator Cleanse, comes out. Skeens able to kill off Jackie's, and now it's all on Slowq because Yoppa is already down. SK with 4v3, but one Guardian Angel already procced. Slowq has to try and get back into the middle of this fight. Oscarinian doing so much work, and Skeens goes down as well. Giant X have more damage left on the table, and they are forcing SK on the retreat. Wonder, huge heal for the maximum dosage. Slowq with a Solar Flare, but he doesn't have the damage to back it up. Wonder too tanky for them for now as he's back to full HP as all of Giant X wail on him.
Why is he not taking damage?
Well, he'll begin to now as the maximum dosage begins to time out. Mickey trying to hang flash forward, gets the knockback onto Isma, who still has a Guardian Angel. Wonder getting caught out by Jun and by Oscarinian, and Slowq trying to rejoin the fight. Wonder will fall in the end. And Slowq and Mickey get out.
It's not gonna end, Medic.
Wait, no, Mickey, can he switch to a smite? He's got heal Hex Splash.
Mickey, can he steal it?
No, he can't switch to a smite. So it's going to be Elder, the first of the game for Giant X, the third of the game in totality.
Then the fight just degenerates because no one can kill anyone, and the Bruisers are just way too strong. Already Jack is being taken out.
For the first time this game, Giant X will have both of the game-ending buffs.
Nice now. Make sure Jackies can hit, and make sure that Jun finds a good engage.
There will be at least one inhibitor. Will Giant X force for the Nexus? They'll want to end the game here. 47 minutes long already. And they'll continue to push in. Yoppa needs to stand back, get those piercing arrows down, try and clear out the wave. The cannon minions will continue to wail away on that turret. You can see the damage that they do.
No flashes on any carries. It's such a difficult position to be in.
That first Nexus tower will go down to the cannon minions. Meanwhile, the minions are pushing into the base of Giant X. Giant X, next wave.
Oscar has flash.
They'll look for the engage. Pressing guard on Slowq, hijacked away. Yoppa trying to chip away at this minion wave. We have another one coming with the super. Importantly, the smite from Skeens. Wonder goes back to reset. SK have a second here as Wonder TP's in for a bit of a health shield, but now with the super minion coming in and about 40 seconds left on the Elder Drake, this could be the final push for Giant X. Wonder steps in. Jun at half HP. Yoppa's still looking for that chain of corruption. Lands it onto Oscarina, but he heals up. Paranoia coming out as Wonder pops the maximum dosage to try and survive. Another wave on the top side. Elder about 20 seconds away from it timing out, but Giant X now have 2 sets of minions to push in for this final Nexus tower. Mickey goes for the engage onto Jun, not the target you want. Trampo looking for the stun. Mickey was going to fall to the Elder Drake as the lasers begin to rain hell on SK. And try as they might, SK cannot fight back in the ending of the game. Giant X at the umpteenth time of asking.
Alone. So bot lane push, bot lane gold leads are super, super important this game. It's very important for SK to make sure that Yoppa is in a good state so he can actually do damage.
Towards the mid lane. You can see Slowq going slightly invisible while he's affected by the ritual nails. That is just a visual bug as he flashes away from Jackie's. Anyone oh! Skeens is here, flashes the follow-up, has the red buff, gets the kill, and this time it's the lock going invisible. I will say, not ideal. So Jun stays recalling.
Yoppa's gonna take his base while they're killing the dragon. Just a free dragon, and GX...
Oscar now backing away, knowing that Mickey's close by. Quickness on the top side. Flacket begins to get the autos down. Damage reduction out of Slowq. The taunt onto Flacket. There's the Feather Storm, and the Justice Punch doesn't come in time. Well dived by Giant X.
And finally something going their way. After a very slow early game, Flacket now getting that tower for himself. Wukong doesn't really want to dive, another going to Joppa.
Immediately dive onto Yoppa, but there's the wild growth in Jackie's. Even with the great health, with a hero's entrance, there's no escape. Isma's going to get taunted, but he flashes just before.
We talked in the beginning of the game that it was going to be Joppa, hyper carry with a massive front line, still relevant towards SK. Now towards GX.
Wonder was the first to move from bot side, but Oscar in takes up residence in this banana bush. SK now put the Rift Herald down. This is the play that we've previously talked about. Can use it as a Battle Herald, and that's exactly what they're going to do. Charging forward, look for Oscar who tries to flash away, but here come the Stormbringers, and here comes the Feather Storm out from the Xayah, but Blackhead has nowhere to go. He's stuck in the pit, and immediately demolished by SK. They'll take the Drake.
I wonder if that was his confidence in Mickey, because he can do that if Mickey wild growth the grand entrance by Rakan.
Yeah.
But I think Mickey messed up the timing, and now it just looked a little bit silly. He just stepped up at the flash out. Still trade flash with Flacket, not the end of the world.
Yeah, that's the good part of it, right? Like, yes, you've used wild growth, you've used transcend oneself.
Well, it wasn't a net negative in the end, so it was good.
And you still have 2.5 minutes before the next Drake, so you've got time to get at least your ultimates back up, if not those Summoner Spell cooldowns. Wonder did also use his flash, so that will be down for the next fight as the minions that could... Oh,
do it. Are they gonna do it?
One more.
Oh.
Yeah, well done.
Kudos.
Yeah, great job,
Kudos to those minions, man.
Hey,
God, they stepped up.
Minions have taken down one tower, Giant X have taken down one tower. It's basically a 50-50 split in terms of work priorities.
Yeah. Nice job by the minions. Joppa now has no flash on midway. Has to be a little bit more careful. Oscarinian looking for public execute. Might have to follow up on Jun.
There he goes. Oh, here it goes wide. Isma tries to come in with these styles. In fact, but he's taunted up immediately, and then Joppa begins to open up. Skeens gets the Cyclone into an Impale, but unfortunately for Giant X, the Xayah is plucked right out of midair as SK find 2 more kills. And now can actually just start up the Baron. There's no jungler on the enemy team.
I mean, it's just 7-1 in kills. Looking very dominating here for SK Gaming, and it just looks easy. You know, Medic, why does it look so easy? Yeah, because of draft gaps.
Yeah.
SK's draft is just better. And GX has to do so much to win this game. Wonder gets the mid.
It's under Sky for Skeens. He's a 2-item static shift for Wonder, and the Hex Optics as well for Yoppa. Alongside that, Runans and the Kraken Slayer. For Giant X, it is a very difficult road to walk back. And if you are going to do that, I feel like Jackie's needs all 5 members of SK to sit inside a purgatory and just die for him to be back in this game.
I mean, my answer is Jun next fight.
Yeah.
He has the flash coming right up, has the grand entrance and the quickness. And I really think he needs to make something happen, because right now Oscarina is walking up this thing.
Public Execution has just come back off cooldown, but he's flashed away and he's polymorphed, and Wonder brings down the Fists of Fury. And SK find another pick before a major objective. It should be sold for them.
I mean, Wonder just brings down the Storm there.
Yeah.
I mean, Oscar just walks up, doesn't have anything really in the tank, and that's a Volver with 2 items. You can't just walk into him. And what do GX do? Medic, they look lost.
Yeah, I mean, they're going to lose.
I mean, maybe... What did Flacket say? They were going to make them puke?
Yeah, well, I think game 2 made them puke.
Oh.
And now game 3 They've made them puke in one way.
Yeah.
Perhaps not by beating them up too much, but you know, sometimes when people see disgusting things, they also puke. So.
I mean, GX just look lost this
Yeah.
game. They look a little bit identityless. I think they really thought this lockpick would pan out more from draft. But Jackies has had a very quiet game, and it's the second time we see the lock into the Galio, and it's not really working out.
Yeah, it's often why we see late swaps when you're running a lock. You run, we saw lock Aatrox earlier on in the LCK,
Yeah.
and there was a late swap to try and get the lock out of the Galio lane. It didn't work there because the enemy team didn't swap the Galio away from it, but overall, you don't want to be playing into this Galio at all. Okay, well, Jackies.
Oh.
Unfortunately, there's a big bear on your face, and this is not that sort of fun bear that you often find in Berlin. No, this is one of those angry ones that will chase you down.
Sometimes the Berlin Bears are angry as well.
Well, I was talking about the statues.
Oh.
You know, they have a bunch of bears scattered all over Berlin.
I thought it was the football fans. That's all
yeah,
good.
also true.
Volibear didn't have the ult there to chase, get the Cloud Soul buff, and run them down.
And what have you, like, here's the problem, right? And that wasn't really words, that was just whatever came out of my mouth for a second. But for casting, what you want to do is present an argument that either team can win with the margin of odds that a team is going to win, right? I see no avenue, apart from 5-player disconnection, that Giant X win this game. I just don't see it. It's like Infinity War, but instead of holding up one finger, Doctor Strange just has no fingers left. And Splacket is forced to use the Featherstorm as the tower goes down. He has no threat on the enemy backline.
Yeah, I'm trying to Fearcraft right now, win condition for GX, and I'm thinking maybe a Mickey X stomachache.
Okay,
could
sure.
be a play you can play
A little
for.
ouchie tummy.
Yeah.
Yoppa just gets opened up on his... This was an impale that you took. Yoppa just steps forward. Jackie's going to die as well. Yoppa, the assassin here. Purgatory used, I think, for the first time hitting an enemy player. But Yoppa is still too healthy to be executed by it at all. 2 dead, Giant X. And it's all done, but that Nexus going down.
I mean, I will say this game is a palate cleanser after the last game.
Clean from SK.
Yeah,
all
SK
credit to them.
has done a fantastic job of playing towards the win conditions.
Yeah.
The win condition was get Yunara ahead, let her flick enemy champions, let her not die. Easy. They are snowballing this game fantastically.
Quickness, public execution onto the backline, but there's the Hero's Entrance to the follow-up. Blackhead has no way out of the backline, and Oscar in and died for it. SK in very clean fashion, sub 27 minutes will clean this one up. And for Giant X, it's back to the drawing board because this was not it at all. SK with their first win of summer as things have gone well here in week 2.
His comps. I think about Navi's comp, and I'm thinking, where do we play? What lane do we play for? And I'm a little bit unsure. Probably gonna be around bot, making sure that Hans Kana has been getting shots.
Halfway to Mega Knight, has level 6, Vault Breaker across the wall, hits onto Real Edge. Kana begins to open up, Mainta trying to walk across. There's a flag and drag onto Yike, and Yike just went for it, but Na'Vi immediately pounced.
What lane management and lane management from Mainter. I think a lot of that play is not only from Real Edge, but also Mainter's fantastic lane setup for that play. So great tandem and a good look.
Real Edge flashes forward, gets the Smite Miasma down with the Cataclysm as well as Yike can't escape. Perfectly played from Na'Vi.
And it kind of just forces you, like almost hard forces you into flow states. Paris.
Gets the Blast Cone back. Now, Yike and Butio both have their ultimates. The Drake down to 2k. Cosmic Binding going wide. Vault Breaker away from Yike, and that will be first Dragon of the game alongside the first 3 Grubs going over to Na'Vi.
Yeah. And we said it, the early Sunderman guy though.
Na'Vi looks to the invade. Edge has to flash over the wall as KC have invested 5 towards his top side. Poby the new target. Miasma down, scatter the weak. Butio flash taunt, and Poby unleash power. The Chainmail Mace is not enough as Kana finds a house over the wall to get the kill.
Ball of Na'Vi. They haven't really gotten anything since that early game. Now Kana jumps in.
It's about to go Mega Gnar. Mainta here gets overheated, slammed into the wall by the Gnar. There's a stand united for the follow-up. Mainta puts down an equalizer. Can just begin to walk away now, and Kana and Butio burn. Meanwhile, on the bot side, it's Yehu the target for Na'Vi, but he keeps him at bay as well. Second Drake of the game will go pretty simple for them. Still 2 plates on that top side. Riftail charges in, and there we are. KC with first brick will even out the goal between them and Na'Vi, at least in the short term.
Yeah, Kana respecting on the top side as Mainter is pushing there as well for the cross snap.
Oh. I mean, this is one of the easier drives. They've opened up a gap for you, but the Temper Fate in time. Well done from Paris to avoid that second charge in, and eventually Na'Vi take the tower in the top side.
Golden Nexus.
That is
Must be worth more. Poby with a pet front gaze here. Miasma down as well. Yahoo force low. Does still have the flash. Paris on his way across. Cosmic Binding going to be important. Cosmic Binding still hits, and Paris just gets the kill. Yahoo decides against flashing away. Kana now joins the fray with that TP. Cosmic Binding doesn't hit this time, and Paris will fall for it. Kana gets an answering kill.
Still, I think you take
it with the Caulfield's Warhammer close with the double long sword. Samdi looking for Yike. Relech going forward.
Yike is very deep here.
Yeah, Samdi's low on mana. Callista's here. Yike flashes, Volt Breaker, flag and drag for the follow-up. Grabbing field down, but Samdi's already got him. And a Tempered Fate as well onto Calist.
Oh, where's your flash, buddy?
No flash.
Oh, where's your flash, buddy?
A cataclysmic event for KC as you say Na'Vi need to force a fight, and from your mouth to Na'Vi's ears, immediately they find 2 kills. Na'Vi have flashes aplenty, only Relech lacking his. Cataclysm up in 5 seconds. The Drake the target, 5k on it. Na'Vi force back, gated away by KC, and it looks like they might be giving up the ghost on this one. Kana with an R, only onto Relech's Mikhails. The equalizer down as well as they look at Kalist and Yahoo. Relech goes in with the Cataclysm, but he can't get close enough to the Drake to take it. Kalist gets the shutdown on Relech, and now Na'Vi all trying to retreat, but Samdi has to arcane shift away.
Right,
the tempo.
they got those 2 picks. They got the 2 kills onto the AD carry and jungle of NMT, but still they were later for the objective.
It shows how much it costs you staying looking for the damage. You can see how much damage that Victor has been able to put out through this game.
It's also a tierless Cassiopeia. I just saw his build. He went for Rocket Belt and Roa, which is a little bit unconventional. Usually you see the Seraph Embrace on Cassio with the Roa to get rid of tank, but now
Just clips onto the wall, but there's the equalizer, there's the Cataclysm, and everyone's lost in it! Oh, devastation for Carmine Corp as they are absolutely routed by Na'Vi.
And Na'Vi with a cataclysmic team fight destroys KC there. They're all grouped up together into the meat grinder of Mainzer, Relech, and Poby, and that's most likely will be the Baron for Na'Vi.
And that is the problem. When you stand united onto an engage, you're going in no matter what. Busio lands amidst the fires of hell itself. And Na'Vi full in dive. 50 seconds on the next Drake as well. Na'Vi are playing mid-bot. They are giving up top lane for now as Kana gets to push that one out for a little bit.
Yeah, no flash on Yahoo. Look at that. That is the target, but it's Busio that's called for now.
Busio first. Oh,
God, a damage.
He had flash and heal that whole time. Up towards a Shadow Flame, it seems, with the alternator, and there he does get his 3rd as well. In case he had given up this Drake, it will be soul point now for Na'Vi. And Baron expiring relatively soon.
Might be a
All you need is a small dash to totally negate the majority of mid laners' kits.
Yeah.
And Na'Vi continue to push in with their Baron buff here. They will take another tier 2 on the top side. Mainta is forcing Kana back underneath his turret as well.
Yeah,
Yahoo, Na'Vi move across.
Yahoo is rage splitting right now. That's what I do in solo queue when my team is losing. I go to the side and then I pray.
Guys, I'm 1,500 gold ahead. Can we not just play around me as the miasma comes down to Kana, who gets out with a hop and a skip and a jump away from the Cataclysm, but
it's still going.
Tower, it's still going to be the target. Yahoo continues to push in, does have TP, now begins his recall as Busio on a bit of a flank. Inhibitor down. Oh, Poby flashes Headbine Gaze. Kalist grounded on the miasma. The Rocket Belt will get you out of this. Poby finds his opposite number as the Victor falls in the base. Na'Vi don't get too much more out of it as Yahoo continues to split on the top side. Yike's going to push the wave in mid. Might even be able to get the tower there. Yahoo answering with an inhib tower of his own. Kana trying to stop the ports, but he doesn't get either of them. Samdi, Relech, and Paris will, well, should be able just to walk out.
How much would you be willing to pay for it? Don't address that.
In real life?
No, like in game.
Oh, I mean, Blink Dagger exists in Dota. The problem for KC is walking into darkness when there is a Cassio on the other side. Oh my god! Oh my god, Relech! The never-before-seen Dragon Flag combo that just doesn't work. A stand united on the back line with the Cataclysm coming out. Somebody trying to survive, but Yike is able to get out. Busio takes a tower shot. He walks away, and now Mainta pulled back by the Gnar. Oh, Na'Vi, it's all gone wrong. It's all gone entirely wrong. Busio's going to use his time just to walk towards the fountain. Chased out by Paris, should be able to execute.
Wow. Wow. That really just happened. Right?
Yeah, a Dragon Flag.
That really just happened.
Does he get out? He doesn't get out. There's a tower here. Continues to walk. And then he's dead. But Drake, Riot could look for the steal.
And he really wants to, but here, Kobe has arrived. Doesn't have flash quite yet. Will just be the dragon picked up here for KC. But yeah, that fight was a disaster to try to save him, but then he just locks him in with a Vi. And suddenly Mater's left completely alone by himself because everyone is trying to peel for Samdi. It's just a very split fight, and it's frustration on the faces of the Na'Vi coach.
Get the pen out, go to one. Right in, don't do that again. Tempered Fate onto Yike. Miasma down as well. Gravity Field will get the stun onto the Lech. Cataclysm, Vault Breaker, they'll turn it back onto this Jarvan who has his own Guardian Angel. An Equalizer down, only clicking onto the heels of Yehu. A Vault Breaker out, still the Yike goes down. Mains are trying to chase Busio and Kana towards the bottom side. Scatter the weak on Samdi! And the Unleashed Power finds the kill, and now Kana is bouncing on the heads of his opposition, bouncing on the graves of his enemies as KC clean up the fight. Their team fighting continues to impress as Na'Vi just can't stand up to the test.
It's like watching G2 back in the days. I don't know what happens early game, but KC somehow manages to come back in the game every single time. Just pure team fighting execution right now. Kana, you have to be a little bit careful.
It's the Hunter Baron. This could kill him. This could kill him. Kana tries to jump away. Busio, so Kalist now has to
It's a raid boss.
Okay.
Can they do this?
I think they can. I think Kalist with Siphon Power should have enough shielding to survive through it. Yehu will get a target a couple of times, but they'll kill it.
Okay, they had DBM ready.
Really want to split up as Busio Hex flashes over the wall. Rilet goes on to Kana. Nard back. Rilet just went straight into the Mega Nard, then Cataclysms. He's a mile away from his team. He puts down the Equalizer. Meanwhile, on the bottom side, Paris gets chased out with the Unleashed Power. The Spooky Ghost coming out from that Syndra enough. And they do get damage down, Na'Vi, but they don't get enough to actually kill off anyone of KC.
It's cracks showing in the Na'Vi team fight execution right now. They look a little bit disjointed, they look a little bit startled. They don't really know how to approach the fights anymore when they've fallen a little bit behind. Compared to KC, who always plays together no matter what happens. I think it's clear why this game shows why KC is seen or deemed to be one of the favorites.
And it shows why we've been praising Yehu as well. 14 stacks now on his Medjais, 4,500 gold ahead in the 1v1 matchup where everyone on his team is struggling to get more than 100 in advantage over his opponents. Yehu's had some really good scatter of the weeks. Unleashed Power on Samdi in the fight around the other side.
It's the
angles. It's a 5-man pincer. Kana steps forward. Paris is already almost dead. Kana still has the GA. Here comes Yike. Deal with another. Deal with another. Stand united. There's the Gnar from Kana. Tempered Fate going a mile behind. And now KC really begin to put their foot down. Really begin to step forward. There's too many ways that you can die as Na'Vi. And KC are very willing.
Team will win the fight. Yeah. That's what it's about. It's about trust. It's about faith in your teammates, knowing they will step up if you are the target.
And because Na'Vi are also aware of that, they're holding off on their resources. And you've already lost one of your players to only a Gnar walking in. Good taunt in from Busio as Paris takes a magical journey out. Cosmic Binding only hits one as Kalist delays taking at that portal himself. KC now absolutely routing Na'Vi. Oh, it is.
Just walking past your base gates is already a risk at this point.
Great job from the observers to show us the fog of war there. Kalist actually flashless. Tries to trade onto mid. He just kills it with the Arcade Storm! Doesn't quite take it. Sandy Knight coming out. Kalist in the end does get the kill. And they thought he had no flash, but because of it, they have no lives. Kalist almost survives as Paris takes him out in the end, but KC collapse on the rest of Na'Vi, and Na'Vi collapse around them. KC, incredible stuff. Kalist left out in the top lane, but he was purely bait at the end of the hook.
It was a bumpy start from KC, but slowly but surely they clawed their way back. Yikes, Vi didn't have the best game so far, but the rest of the team stepped up and helped them across the finish line. They're pushing down the inhibs. This will most likely be the game and in favor of KC.
It was a very bumpy road to get here, and it's only game one of the best of three, but KC showed why they must be feared here in the LEC as they continue their winning ways against Na'Vi.
Onivia will neutralize the Talia. The Talia can go anywhere and influence this top matchup incredibly hard.
There was the tiniest bit of PTSD where I was like, Sehen, jungle, Lee Sin top from Professional.
Finn, I know it's almost 10 PM, but you know, I mean, they could.
You never know. Yike will take the Raptors, pushing him away, but Paris has rotated up here. Busio is very strong in this fight.
It does impact back. Smite comes out. It's Yike that gets the Razor Beak. Oh, good Zenith played away from Busio. Yike is low. Sonic Wave, Resonating Strike, follow up from LeLec. He doesn't land the Tempest Cripple. Then he has to dash away. Flash Shield of Daybreak. Yehu gets the kill with the Crystallize. He has no egg. And because of that, he has to flash away. And now Busio needs some help to survive this. A Flash Frost from Yehu into the Frostbite. Not enough to freeze out Palace.
It's just overzealous.
Oh, Zenith played onto Poby again. He's got no Flash Shield of Daybreak. Downside makes shove, knocks back Busio with the orders from Yehu and up. Paris now exhausted as Yehu steals away. I mean, he's probably in the shop or something, you know? Or he just, you know, he thought, well, I can just survive this, you know? I'll just base in it. Arcane Combat's not going to hit me.
Made a Mickey?
Yeah.
What's that?
A Michael.
A Michael.
It's, if you take the Mickey out of me, it's like you're mocking me, right? So it's, haha, you've been made a Mickey of. Yeah. Anyway, there's another fight. Flash Frost coming out. As LeLec is caught with the Frostbite as well. Good impale, and pulls back Paris. LeLec dives back in with a kickback, and the supports are exchanged. Now LeLec needs to get out because Yehu's on the chase. Glacial Storm, Crystallize, and Yike trying to get in range. Will be close enough for the auto. It's a double for the chase. Meanwhile, on the bot side, Kalist getting caught out with that Weaver's Wall, tries to walk it out. The seismic shove doesn't connect, and nor does the threaded volley. Kalist
He's insane for holding Flash there. It's insane.
I didn't get it the first time, so I had to repeat the joke.
Thank you for repeating it.
Busio
It's been a long
back
day.
with the Dread return. Mainta looking for the trade here into the Leona. Shield of Daybreak there for the Sun. The Cultivation of War stacking up on Mainta, but Yike is now on the flank. Mainta's trying to trade into Kana. Kalist walks through the tower range. There's the Impale. They'll pull back. This is Hen. Locked against the wall. He will respawn. LeLec on his way across, has the Dragon's Rage, Grim Deliverance, flash away from Kalist. Mainta flashes for him on the chase. Kana chasing in as well as Paris lands the stun. Mainta falling low, he'll go down, as will Kalist. And now KC TPing in assistance. Bird is the word for Yehu as he flies in from the fountain and makes sure that Paris and LeLec can't go any deeper.
Yeah, I thought Casey was trying to kind of seize the lock game so he couldn't reapply his passive, waiting for it to run out, but he did end up getting the respawn there.
Really from KC. And Na'Vi are willingly taking the fights that KC are giving them, but Na'Vi are getting more out of the fact that they're usually undermanned in the fight.
That play was definitely overzealous by KC. They went way too deep there, especially with the TP coming out so low. Looking at each other, who will Michael who?
That is the question. Who will Michael who? Well, Paris jumps onto Yike. Hexagon made him down as well as Yike tries to get on the right side of the wall. Lands the double impale, but he is low, and Sandy can just take him out. Another kill over to the Ziggs. This time
to Yike.
The Yike?
They got Michael.
Oh.
This is your fault, Medic.
No,
I've been casting it with you all day. If I make a bad pun, it's because of you. Okay, we're going in here.
My puns are perfect. Unwrap the Weaver's Wall coming out from Peyz. They look for Kalist.
Oh, kick into the
seismic shove. What? Beautiful. Could be a 2v1 with LeLec coming in from the side. Kana still has the flash, has the public execution. Smite out. LeLec trying to get the chase down. There's the public execution, turning it back onto the Lee Sin. Seismic shove for the knockback. Mega Inferno Bomb coming in as well. And in the end, Kana falls. Great play from Na'Vi. Capitalize on that weakness, but a good long-range ultimate here. In the end, Kalist couldn't lock Paris up for long enough. Busio, though, looking to lock up Mainta. Mainta needs to stack that passive up as quickly as possible. Exhaust dodges the Zenith Blade. Sonic Flare, Great Deliverance goes in to try and dodge away on that stun. Yehu and Busio running. The Dread return pulls back the Leona, and LeLec is here to try and make this mouse feel some pain. Weaver's Wall across. No escape for Busio. The Protoplasm Harness will heal him up. But all that does is delay the inevitable. Na'Vi with their 8th kill of the game.
Well, we saw Yehu's wall and he said my wall is bigger. And shuts down that play from Busio. I was a bit surprised that Mainta went in with a Grim Deliverance, but just baited him in. Hits that W.
Dodging the solar flare there as well, so he wasn't stunned.
Yeah, absolutely. Buffering it. Now Yike wants to try to find a smite back
just
here.
walks in. It does impact. Knocked back onto LeLec, who jumps out of the back of the pit. The Impale coming down as well. This Mega Inferno Bomb. LeLec able to get the Riptail. Mainta falling low as Kana forces him to flash out of the back of the pit. Kana flashing in. Yehu there for the follow-up. Dash away with the safeguard out of LeLec, who might just have to try and execute. Busio's going to try and stop him from doing it. LeLec will die. Shutdown goes over to the Skana. Yehu chasing Poby alongside Kana. Another shutdown to KC.
Na'Vi once again fighting off a little clear call being made.
And the problem for Na'Vi is it means they are late to this Drake. KC have started up, but now Na'Vi have control over the river. Yike does have flash. Dragon's Rage available as well, and Yike gets the smite. Na'Vi needed to keep him at bay. Dragon's Rage back onto Kana as they look for the chase here. Kana getting slowed by that Tempest. Cripple Seismic Shove knocks him back as well. Yike looks at the flank position. No impale for him, but Kana's already dead. Now Yike has to flash away. Mega Inferno Bomb not going to connect. In this moment is the fact they give up the third Drake, because that just delays the game for 10 minutes. And we've seen from game one and from KC in the past that the more time you give them, the more likely they are to be able to pull something out of the hat. This time, it's the Scorpion that's splattered down by Na'Vi. They do go 3k ahead with the Rifto charge into mid as well. They're able to take that tower. They are still extending this gold lead piece by piece. The question is, can they keep up the momentum, or will KC find a trap to catch this mouse in?
Oh, does look like Paris has had some good plays this game. Lucio, Village does get it, but Samdi, well, the kick, Mega Inferno Bomb, and the Hextech Ultimatum still available for Na'Vi. If they fight for this dragon, the ultimate advantage goes to Na'Vi, but the summoner spells are in favor of KC.
Lucio's Solar Flare about to come off cooldown though, so he does have more tool in that arsenal. Yike jumps on. Hextech Ultimatum coming down. Yike forced away and just dies to Sandy. Yeah, who has to flash the Seismic Shove as well. And that's all done for that fight. Na'Vi will take their third Drake and go to Ocean Soul Point.
I mean, he's walking into the enemy jungle while Kana is on the midway.
Yeah.
It's just very desynced from KC.
This has been a really bad series overall for Yike.
Yeah, it hasn't been
really struggled.
Hasn't been a great series so far. And what we saw game one from Na'Vi, that was just this desync in teamfights. We're kind of seeing this game from KC. Yike wants to go for bot side and secure this tri-bush here that we're seeing right here. But in the end, Kana is just pushing mid. He has TP, sure, but he's not there with the team.
Yeah.
And he's just walking in by himself against the 6. Camilla just locks him down.
Mains are caught out. Public Execution coming down as well. The LEC is in the area, but I think he's given up the ghost on his top laner.
Nice
Yehu
play.
now on a rampage, 4-0-4.
Yeah.
See resets happening at the
Kana here.
42nd mark. Public Execution on Phoebe. Phoebe caught out a little bit. Relech is here to try and save his mid as the Seismic Shove doesn't connect. Dragon's Rage kick will get Kana under tower range, and now somebody's coming across as well. And Kana has bitten off a little bit more than he can chew. And Na'Vi are very willing to make him choke on it. Full of play onto Relech as well. Kalith begins to open up with the Curtical. Meanwhile on the backline, Phoebe flashes away from the Impale. Paris puts Yehu in the Hexagon Maiden. Kana trying to chase Samdi out, flashes out from that Mega Inferno Bomb. Relech still sitting in the back of the pit, and Yehu is going to try and chase him down. Relech looked for the Sonic Wave, but couldn't land it. The shutdown goes to Kalist, and the Drake will go to KC. They'll try and chase Paris out of it as well. He's forced to hook shot wall dive to safety. That's the jungler down. KC might just turn their eyes straight towards the Baron.
Na'Vi just took a straight up 4v5. Mater recalled there after getting chunked on mid. And Na'Vi did not mind at all taking that fight 4v5, getting punished.
They should have minded.
They should have left. If Mater is leaving, you are not taking that fight.
Mater now trying to get into the Baron fight. As Samdi tries to join
What
as
can you
well.
do? But you don't have a jungler. What is your end game here? You cannot walk through the Onivia to contest this.
Kill them all. I guess
Okay, but that is an end game, yeah. Mater.
He looks for the Dread of Return, still doesn't get it. It did fall down to 4 HP. That was close. But then Jin took it, obviously, as is his right. And Samdi caught out now by Yehu, Mega Inferno down as well. Samdi has no mana. Why are you here with no mana? What?
And that is your...
Yehu has egg. Paris is going to hookshot wall dive away, and we'll get the passive out of the Onivia. Like, there is something with Na'Vi, when it gets to like 25 minutes onwards, they just make some
Now
mistakes.
Riot has no choice. Is he going to stay in the pit and give over the dragon, or is he going to try to hold his ground and go for the 50-50 steal? He goes for the former one and just gets absolutely marked.
Oh, great dodge with Public Execution there from Kana from the Seismic Shove. Mains is still going to be able to chase him down for now. Gets the knock-up. Kana trying to dash out. Still taken out while KC look for Paris. Lucio gets in range for the Shield of Daybreak. Fourth shot.
We're just getting caught everywhere this game.
Paris. And now the mid lane, the wave is getting pushed in. Poby's on his way back. Samdi has the Mega Inferno Bomb. He'll try and clear out bot side. But a couple of the minions avoid it, which means Yehu can continue to wail away at this tower. Kalist has a mid lane wave as well to take down this tier 2. Maynta continues to push in the top side. And KC with this Baron just shred through Na'Vi's gold lead. It's just a cacophony of errors, to be honest.
Kana gets caught on top. Lucio gets caught in the jungle. Someone dies on mid. Samdi on enemy raptors. It's just so many people
Why was
making
Samdi there?
in
Around the
space
corner.
checking.
Peyz is face checking. There's a sort of dodge to the hexagon main. Busio going in. Menta exhausted as well as Yehu looks for the flank. Grim Deliverance coming out from Menta. He's locked up and stunned into the wall, and Busio heals up with that protoplasm harness. Meanwhile, a crystallize on Sunday means that Yehu gets to open up with the frostbite, but Yehu has to use the stopwatch to avoid the threaded body. Curtains open. Kliss trying to close this game up, and he finds the snipe on Sunday. Poby follows suit into an early grave as Kana takes him out, and now Na'Vi only have 2 left, and KC have all 5 members to chase them down. Yeah, he's going to get the stun onto Paris. Riot trying to get back to his fountain. The Impale goes wide. Busio trying to get across the wall with a Hex Flash. Paris also escaping with the hookshot wall dive, but KC, their intentions are not for the kills, they're for inhibitors instead.
I mean, the mouse got sent in, and Leona went on the mouse and created this absolutely winning fight for KC. They just have more items. They're 1.1k gold ahead only, but it feels like it's way more. They just look like
they're just going to win the game. They're just going to win the game. Menta's up in 6 seconds. Paris is there trying to defend, but he's locked in his own fountain as KC once again from the jaws of defeat grasp victory here against Na'Vi. And Na'Vi will be kicking themselves. Both games were in their hands, and KC just ripped them right out.
And there's something so cinematic about